Welcome back, everybody, to the fortress Sealtwigs. Um, Winter has come and gone, and it is now a new year. It is now the first of granite in the year of our Lord 102. Um, oh man, that was a lot of fun, and I have something just absolutely spectacular at the end to show you. But let's go over what we accomplished. I think last time we had the entrance finished. We did that. We extended the what do you call it? The pasture, and you can see they're just eating it down to sand. I think that's because it's a high traffic area. I wonder, well, I don't wonder anything. My time is done. Um, so what did we do? What had we set out to do? Um, we got the farms running. We did that. Although we had that done last time. We got this done. We didn't wind up doing anything with the hospital. We had so many people visit the fort. Again, we didn't get any immigrants. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Um, but we had a very renowned performance group come by. We had prophets, we had bards, we had militia, and it's crazy because here you can see we have goblins. I fucking dang hated folded, and she's a member of the Mountainous Spots, which is the performance group. Yeah, performance group right here. Uh, their whole group asked to live here. And so I said yes because Maury didn't tell me anything about turning people away, so I didn't. Um, and their troop was made up of elves and goblins and humans. Uh, yeah, kind of crazy. Um, what else has gone down? Um, I can't remember who it was. Is it under other? No, who is our? I think it's this one. There was a. There was like a. There was like a mace lord that joined, but I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember, but he joined in the interest of soldiering for us. So that was kind of cool. You know what? I wonder if I can find him in here. Add him to the squad. No. Add him to the squad. Oh, yeah, this guy. Okay. Look at this fucker is insane. Alright, you're on the job. Um, Hell, that's awesome. Okay. Um, so yeah, we did that. I had to make a lot more. Yeah, it was crazy. We went from like, I think we had taken in some bards, and we went up to like 29, and then we took the Mountainous Spots, which shot us up to 40, which we only had 40 rooms. So I had instead of just kind of turning this into Swiss cheese, I took it up a level, just building on top of it. I kind of set the plans for some more rooms, and I made Maury and I our own rooms. Fancy, nice, fancy rooms. We share a statue of good old Burr the Sizzling. The image is a superiorly designed image of Bur the Sizzling, the deity of volcanoes and mountains, depicted as a male dwarf in shirt by our guy. I thought that was cool. I actually gave him, I furnished it. I gave us like in fact we have, it's our bedrooms and we both have an office. I I kind of extended both of our offices to include the statue. I don't know why. I just thought that was funny. But both of our offices include the statue. But yeah, I tried to give us like the highest quality stuff there was, cuz the three lines is, I want to say, the highest besides masterwork, cuz the three lines says exceptional. What does all my stuff was, yeah, the asterisks. Superior. Yeah, okay. So the three lines is better. I handpicked our our furniture. So I gave him like all the best stuff. I gave me the second best stuff. So we actually had a coffer artifact. It's studded with iron and encircled with bands of purring maggot leather. The object is adorned with hanging rings of chert and menaces with spikes of chert. On the item is an image of a cave wheat in chert. So he's got an artifact. He's the keeper of an artifact. And yeah, so that's really cool. I had us just go ham cooking, and I think because I was doing lavish meals at the at this place, at the kitchen. Because I think if you do lavish, they use a lot of the alcohol to cook the food. And so I think that was really draining our drink supply. So instead, I had to do like a ton of fine meals, and then I had the still just pump out, use all the fruit, use all the plants. So now we're actually sitting at like a 272. That's pretty high. That's a lot higher than I've seen it. So that's really good. So I did find out last time I was mentioning about making a tavern above the dining hall. Turns out this dining hall counts as a tavern, and I think I found that out in the first episode, but forgot. Because it's a dining hall, but if you look at it, it's considered a tavern, and it's called the Crystalline Sweetness. And apparently, this tavern is known all over the place because it's just people just flowing here. I think we need more goblets though. Crank that up to 15. And Maury is a performer here. How funny. Okay, so yeah, we did that. They didn't have a dorm though, so I was in the middle of putting this dorm up. I just kind of dug it out, slapped it together so it's functioning, but needs to be prettied up a little bit and finished. And it's hilarious because everybody that whole performance troupe, they all were just butt ass naked, like they all have no clothes, and they're all like they're all like having embarrassed and humiliated and shame, and they're starting to dwell upon it. It's really, that's not a good thing. And I looked, and we have like 9 leather and like 5 cloth. So I'm gonna have to tell Maury to clothe these poor people. So that's gonna be a big point to fix with quickness. But my final, and check out the dude, look how good these fucking tombs look, man. I fucking smoothed it all down. I threw in all the coffins I made. We had some really nice coffins, exceptional and superior, that I put kind of on as these end pieces. You know, I should probably... Oh, you know what I didn't do? I did not set these as a tomb. If I go like this, can I... No. Yeah, see, I was wondering how he got away with this because they're not enclosed. So did he just does he just paint these? Does that work? Okay, so that's how you ghetto it. Okay. I'll let him do that. Um you know what I will do though? I will take the time to give us these tombs. This is the best one, so I will give this to Mori. And this is the second best one, so I will give this to me. Okay. And I'll let him do the rest. Okay, so the final thing that I want to show you that I just saw, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. So, I told you I was working on that, the aviary, right? So it didn't work out exactly how I wanted it to do, because, like, this is obviously the pasture, right? The aviary itself. This is where they lay the eggs and stuff. Also, it's a little ugly because I had them smooth everything, but the nest boxes were already down, so the spots with the nest boxes aren't smooth. It's okay. It makes it a little more natural, makes the birds a little more comfortable. It doesn't work exactly how you want because you can't make pastures multi-level. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to have them have that, you know, that sort of cave with the nest boxes down there, and then have like all of this here as their like outside, you know, nature area. But that didn't work, so I wound up just like kicking it all the way out here and putting a door on it, and like all this stuff is their pasture out here, so they can go be birds outside. And so it's like you know, it's the birds, but I smooth everything. It's all like nice and fancy. And I was like, oh, you know, it'd be funny to put statues in there, like, you know, make it real fancy. And so I was like, I'll put one in this corner and one in this corner. And so I was gonna go put them down, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna hand select these. I'll see what there is, and I'll pick something. And so it turns out there were two statues of me. I was like floored. It's amazing, and they're like, you know, they're not the greatest quality, but it's well crafted. But check this out. It's a well crafted chert statue of Basil. The item is a well designed image of Basil the dwarf and dwarves in chert by the artist. Basil is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Basil to the position of military commander of the Salve of Beaks in the early spring of 100. How amazing is that? Like, somebody built a statue of me becoming the militia commander. Like, before I even got in the game. How crazy is that? And then the other one is pretty damn funny. This is a finely crafted statue. The item is a finely designed image of Basil the dwarf and a bucket in chert. Basil is raising the bucket. So, I have no idea what that's about, but I fucking love it. It's so good. It's so good. And those are the two statues in with the birds. It's just life is just beautiful sometimes. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna leave the fort. I leave it to spring has arrived. I leave it to Mori to continue. So, very, very, very awesome. That was incredibly fun, and I look forward to next time. Um, yeah. So I have like all these notes that I wrote down, so I'm gonna try to soonly, to in the near future, take the notes and like write out an actual letter back to Maury, and I'll probably read that at some point for us, as you know, the last episode for the year, and then we'll go from there. So, friggin' awesome! Thanks for checking in with the fort, and this was Fort Sealtwigs in the year of our Lord. Well, it was the year of our Lord 101, and now that it is the first of granite in the year 102, we will give control back over to Maury. So, too much fun. Too much fun. All right, everybody. Well, be safe, think critically, and thanks for hanging out, being dwarves. All right. And talk to you later. Stop recording. Where is it?